Others are still busy in the city. He spent 2 years in seclusion in the wilderness. Build your own utopia with your own hands. Not only did they open up fertile fields to grow vegetables, also raise families to achieve meat and egg freedom. This is Kyle from Minnesota. To give his newly married wife a home, I spent all my savings to buy the land in front of me. Although he is cleaner than his face now, but luckily he has a super-powered father. In addition to daily construction, not only do you not have to worry about eating and drinking, even the materials are wrapped in one hand by my father. In addition to that, the old man's experience is not covered either. He suggested that his son use cotton suction, replace the traditional extension, insulate the floor. This not only saves time, and the effect is much stronger than the former. And then you can bring in the vying board, seal the platform completely. After fixing it with nails, according to the drawings drawn in advance, start building the walls of the log cabin. Just splice the square wood reasonably. Standing up is a wall frame. Now there are snowflakes in the sky, but it didn't dampen their enthusiasm for building. Every single step was done perfectly. This kind of house has many drawbacks. However, winning the whole process is very simple. The workload of others for more than a month. They built all the wall frames in half a day. At the same time, the position of doors and windows is also reserved. The next step is to fill it with planks. Enclose the walls of the wooden house completely. The task seems simple. It's actually not that difficult. Just pay attention to cutting out the doors and windows. Avoid the hassle of rework in the future. Given the excess weather in Minnesota, the roof has a double sloping structure. In addition to reducing the accumulation of rainwater, there will be extra attic space in the later stage. Wait until the roof is laid, and he frames the gables on both sides. At the same time, in order to facilitate the later laying, the tiles are also fixed laterally with wooden planks to create a grid. This step needs to be very careful. If you are not careful, you will risk seeing tie-dye. After completion, the color steel tiles can be laid on it, and the father, in addition to being responsible for helping, also take care of Kyle's daily diet. Simply a model representative of a good father. Wait until you are full. The two continue to lay the tiles. It looks like there is already a rough prototype on the outside. Then it's the wife's turn. Paint the wall panels with dark anti-corrosive paint. Prevent wood from being corroded by rain. Let shell withstand the long years. After completion, the texture is immediately upgraded to a level. The doors and windows ordered at this time just arrived. Kyle couldn't wait to install it. The customized size is very convenient to pack. Just tighten it with bolts. Finally, the door is also arranged in place. You feel safe inside, and then Kyle does his magic. In the blink of an eye, the interior is partitioned. Not only does it have a separate bathroom and kitchen, and there's a big loft at the top. And so he started to sort through the wiring. I didn't expect this kid to have a good father other than. And electricians, of course. The basic wiring was laid out in a while, in order to prevent the wooden house from becoming a natural refrigerator. The walls are also filled with insulation boards, completely cut off from the cold outside. And then you can seal it with drywall. Under the careful guidance of my father. And Hire does it beautifully. No worse than professional construction. And every time I get tired from work, he would invite his father along. Relax at the nearest lake. Come to a double baptism of mind and body. By the way, I solved today's lunch. The wife also bought chickens from the market. After all, if you want to survive here, the first is to solve the food problem. Hire builds a chicken coop. There are no complicated processes. Simply piece it together with wooden planks. Put some sawdust inside to keep warm. Then you can invite the protagonist to enter. With these egg hatchers, protein is guaranteed later in life. Secondly, in order to make life more comfortable, Kyle also plans to build a patio in the doorway. Make sure the frameworks are all at the same level. You can use the wooden board to seal it. The finished area is quite spacious. It's not too cool to pick your feet on it. However, the most important thing at present, or build the wooden house as soon as possible. Kyle started flooring the interior. I don't know when. He's got the wooden siding in place. It seems that they still treat us as outsiders, since there is no urban water supply in the wild. Usually, it can only be transported back and forth by plastic buckets. So, he installed chutes under the eaves, so you can collect rainwater when it rains, although you can't drink it directly, but more than enough for daily use. I didn't expect a rain to fall, just in time to test the fruits of his labor. Outdoor work is currently unavailable. He had to focus on interior decoration. As an amphibious man, furniture is naturally made by yourself. Whether it's kitchen cabinets, or a storage rack for seasonings, this kid can do it with a handle. There's no need to waste that money at all. Of course, the main reason is that my father has not come these days. To save costs, he made a refrigerator out of foam board. Useful or not, it is very convenient to store sundries. And Kyle installs the inverter. Connect to batteries at the bottom. The battery can be monitored in real time through the screen. As for electricity in the wild, the first choice is, of course, solar energy. There's plenty of daylight. Attacking small appliances is not a problem at all. As the weather starts to cool down, Kyle also has an extra job collecting firewood. Stack it in a makeshift woodshed. Prepare for the upcoming winter. The next day he got a fireplace. And considering that the cabins are made of wood, and what he did was he built the base out of planks. Then I called my father, who I hadn't seen in a long time. Many stones were found in the forest. Then match it with cement. Paste the stone on the platform as a fireproof layer under the fireplace. Fix the whole color steel tile on the back. Make sure the heat from the chimney doesn't burn the walls. In their spare time, the two also make some furniture. Improve your little home step by step, except for some sponsored by the father. The refrigerator is still sourced from the second-hand market. It seems that handmade ones still don't work, and under Kyle's careful care. The chickens have also grown up smoothly. Believe it won't be long. Young couples can achieve true self-sufficiency. In the blink of an eye, winter has arrived. The original green jungle. Now they are all dressed in white. Shoveling snow became Kyle's daily routine. Solar energy is their only source of electricity, so it takes more time to clean up. In addition to that, he also has to take care of brother chicken's daily life and take the fruits of their labor. The cold temperatures have frozen the buckets. Running is not a big problem. It is also very convenient to boil blood and drink. This weather is not suitable for going out. Leave behind some daily tasks. The couple will basically stay at home. This also makes it rare for them to enjoy the comfort of madame and eggs picked up from the chicken coop. She became a regular on the menu for two. Kyle, who usually can't be idle for a moment. The internal facilities can only be improved as much as possible. Let your life change for the better. As the snow on the ground has melted, the temperature in the jungle is also starting to rise gradually. Hire traced his gaze to the small tree in front of the door. Then lay them all down one by one. There's enough space. The line of sight ahead also broadens. These Sugar Island trunks can't be wasted either. After cutting it to verify the length, assembled into a vegetable bed frame. In order to make the diet more balanced, Kyle is going to grow vegetables here. Refurbish all the soil on the ground. By the way, clean up the roots of the plants in the ground. Only then can nutritious soil be poured into it. But since both couples are first time, I don't have much experience in this area. So what is planted is good to survive. And more hearty vegetables during this time. And he brought in goose and teal. Although I usually eat more, but the output is also considerable. These are all good fertilizers. It must be very effective in vegetable fields. Solve the basic survival problem. Let Kyle have no worries. Then you can focus on improving the wooden house, considering that the interior is too empty as a whole. And then he framed it with square wood, separated from the middle. One side serves as a living room. On the other side is the kitchen area. It's just that the wiring of the lighting needs to be rearranged. And add another switch for the kitchen. Then the planks can be retrieved. Seal the partition in the middle. When cooking in the future, you don't have to worry about fumes anymore. And after all Kyle's efforts, the vegetables in the garden are growing very well. Some have even picked up the fruit. It won't be long before it's on the table. Time is spent in such a lazy life. Soon it will be late autumn of the year, because of the previous workmanship problem. There are many gaps in the small door. To make the interior more insulated, he rebuilt the door panels and installed the door lock. By the way, greatly enhances the safety of living. Then open a suitable window in the door panel. Seal it with acrylic gauze instead of glass. It not only increases the indoor lighting effect, it is also convenient to look out through the window. The next day a snowflake falls on the ground. The sudden cooling caught Kyle by surprise. Fortunately, there is still a lot of wood that is usually collected. It can help him not worry about heating for a while. This winter has not only arrived earlier than usual, and the snowfall is also much higher than last year. This means that Hire's workload will also increase accordingly. This is the true way to live. You have to do everything yourself while pursuing your dreams. It also requires more effort than usual. This kind of weather makes people afraid to stay outside, but there is also an upside. That is, it is very convenient to store food. It can save a lot of electricity in one winter. The attic he was going to use as a bedroom. Afterwards, because there are enough rooms downstairs, the project has been put on hold for now. Take advantage of today's abundant time. Hal began to paint the room, due to the lack of occupants. Just a simple decoration is required. Then install the chandelier on the top. It is very good for storing sundries. Well, considering how troublesome it is to clear the snow every day, and in order to avoid blood from corroding the terrace. And he was going to go out into the porch area. After laying the top pass, the top is fixed horizontally with wooden strips. Make room for the next entry of tiles. Thanks to the accuracy of the size, the roof is going downhill. This will prevent blood from accumulating on the top. According to their custom, wife hangs feeder under eaves. Not only can it attract birds to come for food, it is also a local custom passed down from generation to generation. It became their way of life and culture. The symbol lived here for a winter. Kyle also recognized the shortcomings, and that was that timber stocks were often inadequate. So wait until the weather is a little warmer. He decided to erect a wooden shed, to be able to store more firewood. In this way, you don't have to come out to collect often in winter. With experience in building large houses, the movements of the child's hands are very fast, and there's no overly complicated structure. The top can be directly covered with a tarp. Now it only needs to be filled once. That's enough for them for one winter. As the chickens grow, in addition to the big geese and ducks, the previous camera is obviously not enough. Simply put it in place in one step. Build them a luxurious presidential suite. The tiles on the roof have also been newly upgraded, replaced with transparent tiles with better lighting. It allows more sunlight to pass through the hall smoothly. At the same time, make a partition inside to meet the diverse needs of different regions. Then give the exterior wall brush so that it can echo its own wooden house. And then he put a delivery room in there. You can see it when you replace it later. And the size is just right. Nobody bothers anybody. Watching their team grow a little bit. The original dream is now within reach. Due to the intense work during this time, today he decided to go out with his wife to relax. Explore the unknown hell nearby. In the midst of such a beautiful landscape, the days of exhaustion seem to have vanished. There's not too much of a metropolis. There's just peace and quiet. Life. The breeze ripples across the lake. I hear the sound of the campfire burning. I can see that the two of them like this feeling very much. Immerse yourself in the purest beauty of the moment. Embrace the bounty of nature. People always say that wooden houses are not stable enough. In fact, it is indeed not strong enough. So today Kyle is going to reinforce it. He fastened the end of the steel belt to the base of the wooden house. The other end is tied to a stabilizer rod buried in the ground. After repeated tightening with bolts, fill in concrete, pour a solid foundation. In this way, even if there is an F5 tornado, he can't help it. To make life more convenient here, Kyle drilled another well in the courtyard. Completely solved the problem of wild water use. If there is not enough wood, then go straight to the jungle and kill everywhere. Anyway, the whole forest is his property. Don't worry about sitting in the bottom of the prison at all. When you come back, make a horse and kill the chicken for the log. Put it on the flame and burn his butt. The wood treated in this way can be insect and preservative. This allows it to be preserved for a longer period of time, considering that the forest has many wild friends. To avoid damage to the well, and he's going to build water defenses out of these logs. The overall structure should not be too complicated. After arranging the upload for the roof, just wrap it in a tarp around the fixed tree trunk, mainly to prevent the invasion of large beasts. Due to the recent decrease in chicken production, very low subjective awareness at work, considering that it may be that the usual amount of exercise is not enough. To motivate employees, hire planks a guardrail next to it. Put this on Kigo's list of activities. Fill in the blanks with barbed wire. Let them feel safe enough inside. And then you put little holes in the chicken coop. It is convenient for brother chicken to enter and exit freely. The first time I came to an unfamiliar environment, you can see there's still a little bit reserved. Wait until you get used to it gradually. You can arrange relaxation time according to your own situation to achieve a combination of work and rest. The purpose of improving work efficiency. There is a boss who considers his employees like this. Even if you are served on the table, you can see clearly. And Kyle brought in a lot of building materials, preparing for the second expansion of the wooden house. After all, he plans to live here for a long time. So be prepared in advance for lineage. After this period of training, Kyle is no longer the building white he used to be. Now, he has been able to stand alone. Even without my father's help this time, I believe he can do it well himself. What's more, there is a wife here. No matter the measurement of the wall, or assist Kyle in installing wall panels. He is a qualified master. And then Kyle has the swim gear. Cut out the position of doors and windows in advance, since it is necessary to connect the two rooms. So I have to remove the shallots as well. At the same time, the excess eaves are cut. It is convenient to install spreaders on the extension part. The next day a light rain came uninvited. Hire quickly covered the roof with color steel tiles. This saved a tragedy from happening. Wait until the rain clears the next day. You can put sealant on the edge of the window frame. Install the windows ordered in advance. From the start of construction to the installation of doors and windows, it only took a short week. The next step is to start building the interior. The first step is to remove the windows from the original walls. Instead of blocking, it's better to just take it apart, as doorways to both sides. Then use square wood to set the partition. Split the interior space in two. And then Kyle started plugging in the wires. And he's very good at this. It will be installed in place together with the switch soon. The most important thing is the wall insulation. Stuff a thick stretch into the mountain. Make sure you don't give the cold wind any opportunity. Wait until you're done. Kyle just got the plank. Close the wall completely. When building the wooden house before, there is still a lot of paved floor left. This is just the right thing to do. After cutting to the appropriate length, lay it into a newly built room. The furniture can then be moved in. From now on, this is where the new living room will be located. The other is a bedroom for two. However, due to the increase in area, so does the demand for heating. So Kyle installed another fireplace to ensure that there is enough warmth in winter. It's just that the consumption of wood has also multiplied. Fortunately, the firewood house built is large enough to store fuel for 2 fireplaces. And after more than 2 years, the rocks below are also starting to decline. Kyle tweaked it again, and square wood was used to frame the bottom. The outside is covered with insulation material. Avoid the possibility of snakes and rats making their homes below. Leave a hole that can be opened and closed in the middle. It is very convenient to store sundries. As the facilities are gradually improved, the wooden house also meets the standards for long-term living. Kyle finally achieved his original dream. Success takes hold here. And the wife also lived up to expectations. Successfully gave birth to a baby. From the beginning of the two-person world, the current family of 3. From then on, love became family. No matter what the future holds. But as long as the family is in order, believe that life will always be happy.